Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and this is my first 15 with ARMA III, a game which I was actually asked whether I had any intention of playing in the future by one of you just the day before yesterday, and my answer at the time was no. I had never really heard much of anything about this game. I think the only thing that I really knew before today about the ARMA series, much less ARMA 3, is that I believe DayZ is a mod of either this game or ARMA 2. I believe it's ARMA 3. I really have no clue of anything about this game. So, I got lucky in that Bohemia Interactive is hosting their big, massive Steam weekend sale right now, and if you like, you can actually pick up the entire Bohemia collection for, I believe, $100, and that is more or less everything that they've put out in recent memory. And right now, also, ARMA 3 is enjoying a free weekend. That is to say, you can download it, play it for free, no pennies out, and that will last, I believe, until Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, if I recall correctly. Now, as the little tooltip up here in the corner is quick to remind me, you can also purchase the full game via Steam at a 40% discount during the free weekend. However, you'll of course need to shut it down and update it. That way it gives you access to all of the content afterward, which is a really cool deal. I like it when publishers do this, when they allow you to get your hands on the game with no risks involved, and even allow you to buy the full version, which normally retails, for this game at least, at $60 at a discounted rate. So I really decided that because there were some requests for me to play this, that I should at least capitalize on the free weekend, even though I can't afford right now to buy the full version, and have a look at this. That way some of you who may have been in the same camp as I, and only really knew of the game by name, but not anything other than that, and give it a shot. So, pardon me, you can probably hear in my voice that, as I mentioned in the last couple of videos, I'm not sure what order these will go up in. I've not been feeling well, but I've actually got some energy today, and I'm running low on banked content to upload, so let's see here. Let's have a look at the configuration, even. Let's see if I can actually pronounce words today, and see what we're working with. I've only really fooled around with the audio so that you guys can actually hear me. Okay, looks like we've got an active FPS counter, and it's at 30, flashing yellow to warn me that 30 is more or less the lowest point of acceptability for most online competitive shooters. So what are the options for visuals here? It looks like the usual gamut of visual options. Display, alright, so yeah, there's a wide variety of resolutions and aspect ratio supported. Always glad to see that. VSync, of course. AA and PP. What is this? Ah, okay, so that would be anti-aliasing and post-processing. I do believe I'm actually going to turn down some of the FSAA, simply because I know that usually puts a pretty significant drain upon GPU. It didn't really seem to affect my FPS at all, but let's see here. I think we'll turn down FXAA to high. Anisotropic filtering, there we are. That is usually a pretty high drain as well, so let's click OK on that. Did that improve my settings at all? No, not really. Alright then. Well, I guess I won't worry about it. I'll trust the auto-detect that I first clicked when I first ran through the game. So let's jump into create your own scenarios. That's interesting. I did notice when I first launched the game that there is some Steam Workshop support for this game. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, whether that's levels, units, weaponry, I don't know. But I do usually like it when there's Steam Workshop support for games, simply because that tends to, just like with modding communities, extend the longevity of the game by way of fresh content that users can generate. So let's see here. Play official and custom-made campaigns, showcases, discover a range of fundamental gameplay. Okay, that's odd. Challenges, scenarios, or multiplayer. Alright. I think I'm going to do 2 or 3 episodes on this game tonight, and I'll probably do some single player in this first 15 just to get my hands upon how the game works, and then perhaps do a challenge or 2, and then do some multiplayer, or some such order of that. But I will begin with single player. So let's see, the East Wind. It did mention in the first pop-up that you guys didn't see when I first launched the game that because I'm using the free weekend version, I'd only have access to the first chapter of the East Wind, but that'll be enough to really sink my teeth into and find out whether or not I like this and start to give it some critiques. Let's see here. Survive by Bohemia Interactive. Tensions rise as NATO peacekeeping forces begin to leave the Republic of Altis, a strategic fault line between the crumbling European influence and a powerful resurgent East. Alright, that's rather vague, but whatever. Let's, how do I do it? Difficulty, regular, expand? Oh, okay. So that's just the first act. This is actually the first operation, I think. Drawdown 2035. Tensions grow as NATO peacekeepers prepare to leave the island of Stratus. Continue. There we are. Alright, now, some of you are aware by now that, well, I'll hold on.
5 years have passed since bloody civil war was brought to an end in the Republic of Altis.
Thousands of families remain displaced. Refugees scattered across countries around the Mediterranean.
The FIA are becoming increasingly desperate as AAF
With the U.S.-led peacekeeping deployment coming to an end of its mandate, NATO forces...
As millions of dollars of military equipment and infrastructure is decommissioned.
Opinion is split as to the wisdom of the drawdown.
In light of CSAT forces stepping up joint military exercises in the
The
Pacific.
U.S. is keen to reorient its conventional forces, reinforcing
Mediterranean basin representing a strategic fault line between crumbling European and...
The streets of Paris and Rome were ablaze last night as military enforcements
Argue that the withdrawal could not come at a worse time.
AAF forces begin to consolidate their position on
The backing of Canton Protocol forces, equipment and training.
fire again was used as a platform to push the legitimacy of the government.
Parliament was recalled for an urgent debate and a vote over the possible redeployment of British peacekeeping forces.
Prime Minister Nicholas Ramsden said he would respect the defeat of his government's motion.
Effectively ruled out the possibility of any extension to the NATO deployment in the former sovereign territory.
Alright then. That was a rather hectic little barrage of news clips, although it does make for an interesting way to present the narrative. I think, if I interpreted all of that correctly... Oh, hang on. Wars are like deaths, which, while they can be postponed, will come when they will come, and cannot finally be avoided. Philip Bobbitt, The Shield of Achilles. Never did read that. Interesting. Wow. That's quite a breath of fresh air as compared to Cold War assaults, which I was going to mention. Some of you are now aware I played LZ Connor 515, Southwest Stratus. And I purposefully played that ancient title so that I could see just how far ARMA III has come from that old title. Alright. Wow. This looks very, very pretty. I'm impressed. Over here, Carrie, hop in. Alright, apparently I'm playing somebody named Carrie. Anyway, I think if I gleaned the intel correctly from the news barrage, this is presupposing a... Press H for more details. Whoa. Wait, what's the assignment today? Just the same shit as yesterday, man. Vehicle teardown. What, we're on that for a whole week? Yep, at least until the contractors get here, we're the junkyard dogs. I literally cannot wait to get off this fucking rock. Well, at least the dialogue has improved since Cold War assaults. Alright, how do I get in? Is it enter? Oh my god, it's still enter? This is 2014, man! Not 2001! Okay, at least I can hear the dialogue now. Maybe I just wasn't close enough before. At least it gave me subtitles in the corner. Anyway, so it looks like this is presupposing a fictional war between the European Union, of a fashion, and some sort of Asian coalition.
Why the lockdown? Somebody forgot to tell the AAF commander we'd be decommissioning the airbase.
Really?
He's throwing some kind of hissy fit over there right now. It's a mess. Hey, you think the greenbacks are actually competent or something? I wouldn't go that far. Hey, check out Maxwell. There's a helo. Did we finish with that place already? Guess not. Then again, command doesn't really seem to know or particularly care what's going on. Part of me can't really blame them.
Alright. I am noticing the FPS slowdown, but as fantastic as this looks, I can understand where the drain is coming from. I didn't realize at first that I actually still had control over the camera.
Most of the guys have shipped out already. Just us lucky few left doing the monkey work, huh? You'd rather be on a boat in the Pacific, huh, Sergeant? I'd rather be the hell off this rock, sir.
So the dialogue is still not great, but It's leagues beyond its predecessor. I will give it that.
I see LZ Baldy's packed up.
LZ Baldy.
At this rate, we might even get out of here in about 20 years. Greenbacks wouldn't stand for that shit, Lazy. They've been to stick up their ass about Baldy for weeks now. Yeah? Well, they can respectfully go fuck themselves, sir. We didn't butcher half our own population, and I sure as hell didn't ask to be on their pisshead island.
Ah, quit your bitching.
Boy, that just half the problem. I thought the roads were closed. They are. Well, why is there a truck leaving Rogate? Good question. No idea. Maybe something important.
Maybe. It's about to blow up, isn't it? It's about to blow up.
All right, guys.
I see
Around before bringing up
infantry at the crossing.
Try not to fall off.
I'll try. Oh, hey. I can actually see myself. And my knife. And what looks like... Is that an FN scar in my hand? Is it? I can't quite tell. Alright, so we're touching down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to readjust some of these video settings because the FPS is actually a bit lower than I was anticipating.
Thanks for flying.
And that's gonna make precision firing difficult. Please disembark in an orderly fashion. Alright, so it's saving. I like the autosave. So...
Check in with the lieutenant over there. He runs the show here at Rogate. Lazy, I don't know. Make yourself useful for a change. I gotta piss.
Alright then, so... I don't know, is that adequate? No, that's definitely sluggish. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment to adjust my settings. Alright, I've turned a few things down, however, the FPS counter is still showing 30, even though I've turned several things down from ultra to high and to very high, and even down to standard in some places. I have turned ambient occlusion down to SSAO low. It was on high, or rather, where was it? Yeah, SSAO high. So, short of turning it off entirely, that's really about all I'm willing to mess with. So, I'm just gonna have to see how this goes, and let whatever the game's optimization is, handle it from here. Alright, that's definitely better. I think the FPS counter is a bit off, considering that's certainly looking much better than 30 FPS already. But the controls do feel a bit sluggish, like there's about a quarter-second delay between when I move my mouse and when my head rotates. Hopefully that's just because I don't have a weapon out right now. We'll just see how it rolls from here. What's up, LT?
At ease.
Nice weapon.
Okay,
Could you
the
not
flight
muzzle me,
change of
please?
plan. Commander McKinnon requires logistical support down at Camino. He just left as you guys are coming in.
Is it a clone army?
Why, sir?
No, Corporal. Now take the trucks over there. Should probably get a move on.
Right.
Understood, sir.
Alright then. Well, looks like I've got one more little adjustment to make, seeing as I could hardly hear him, so before we really roll out with a great deal of things going on, I'm going to increase the effect volume, because I think that's going to determine the character dialogue. Alright, there we go. That should be good now. Connie's been in the tank for a decade, you know? At least. Okay, where do I go? Yay! I like when we get those subtle little screen radial objective
Heavy
markers.
lifting done at Camino. I'll drive.
I'll drive.
Sure you can handle that?
No, I'm not.
Fuck you, man.
That was actually pretty good voice acting.
Grab that second truck. We're headed down to Camino.
Oh, I really hope I can rebind the keys so that enter is not the action button. Alright. Can I look around? No. Mouse is controlling the steering wheel. Okay. So, where do I go? I know I'm supposed to go to Camino. Take the dirt road out of the camp. Got it. Ow. I think I just hit something. Yep. Whoops. My bad. So, now what? Press H for more details on driving. There we go. W and S used for acceleration, A and D for steering. Alright, take a left. Well, I'm going really fast. Also use left shift for steady, slow speed, or fast forward acceleration.
Minimize collateral damage, sir. Hearts
Right.
and minds, sir.
Hearts and minds! So don't take out all the local dirt farmer goats. Got it. That'll work. Switch to third-person camera with enter number lock? Is that what that says? Or use free look with left alt. My god, there are so many different key controls here. Alright, let's see what the acceleration does. That did very little. Alright, what about the control button? Oh, wait, there we go. I'm not... Like, I felt a difference in the handling there for a second, and I heard a difference in the engine audio. Not sure exactly what it did, though. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna enjoy the view. Oh, right, I forgot. Slow down. Slow down. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed. Alright, I'm stopping now. Hi, buddy. I don't like the fact that I can steer with both WASD and the mouse. Because I want to be able to look around, and I can't.
No kidding. I better give Lacey the heads up.
Alright. That's some weird digital camo on that armored vehicle. Right. Don't shoot on sight. Got it.
You know, I don't think they even know what they're looking for, Gary.
Probably not. Probably have about as much of an idea of what they're looking for as like we did in Iraq. I mean, what? Too soon? Yeah, too soon.
Catch that one, Gary. It's all clear. Sure. Okay. I mean,
What?
Christ, give me a break. What a complete waste of time these people.
Alright, so he's the grumpy old man. Got it.
Camino.
Rather two-dimensional characters so far. However, I doubt anyone really plays this game for the character development. Let's get to the action. Let's get to the real meat. I could appreciate the scenery during the early moments of this introduction, but this is starting to stretch on into long and boring territory, as beautiful as the environment is.
McKinnon? Shit! Stop the truck, Gary!
What? Oh. That's, well, wish granted.
This is Point X-ray. Message, over. Go ahead, X-ray. Over. We lost contact with Camille. I say again, lost comms with Camille. Can you confirm? Over.
So who is this guy?
Fuck, he's not breathing. What the hell happened?
Staff Sergeant Adams to Camino. Come in.
He's kind of fucked up, man.
McKinnon's down. Requesting urgent assistance. Over.
Commander's dead. I don't think even a medevac is going to save him.
Requesting urgent medical support at our position. Commander McKinnon is down. Please respond.
Alright, well, I'm a bit more concerned as to who planted what looks to be an IED there. So,
Camino to Broadway. Shots fired.
what the... Whoa!
Requesting support. Broadway, do you copy? Over.
Oh, dude, I see tracers.
Camino, Broadway. We read you. Wait one.
Uh-oh.
Adams, this is Rogaine. Get your asses back here.
This whole thing just sparked off.
Copy, Rogaine, but what about Camino? What the fuck is going on?
That's what I want to know.
No but, Staff Sergeant. That's an order. Out. Understood, sir. Out.
Well, wish granted. This just got more interesting.
Fuck is going on?
Uh-oh, I hear aircraft. That looks... What is that? An F-5 Tiger?
It'll be safer on foot.
Right behind you, sir.
F-5s are Tigers, right?
Copy that, Camino.
I'm rusty.
Dispatching reinforcements.
I'm way rusty.
Just hold on.
But that's not American, I know that.
Forces at Camino. Gunfire across the island.
Uh-oh, where'd he go?
Broadway, give me a report.
Oh, yeah.
Situation unclear.
Sorry.
Wait one.
Sir, you got any idea what's going on?
Not a clue. Sounds like a goddamn invasion.
Yeah, it does.
Wait, CSAT?
Stay alert. Get set for contact.
Why are we on foot? Why can't we get back in the truck to get to wherever we're going? I think it's a little more durable than our vests, should anyone decide to fire on us. Then again, it is a bigger target, and will telegraph our position a great deal more. Oh! Oh! Yeah, ow, damn! Jesus! Alright, that was a nice shot. Can I actually hit those guys from here? Oh, yes, I can, and I dropped him, too. Got him. Alright. I like the ballistics here. Alright, you want me to take that guy? Alright, fine, I can do that. Excellent sound design. That rifle sounds really good. Oh, I'm taking fire, and I'm hurt. Owie. Owie. How do I kneel? Can I kneel? Okay, it's X. Why is it X? Alright. Get out. Get out. I can use Q and E to lean. Owie. Yeah, I'm trying, and now I'm dead. Okay, well, just as with the original game, which I spotlit probably directly prior to this one, combat is very, very lethal. Good to know. Okay, so if I load, yeah, let's load the autosave. Okay, hopefully that'll be right where I left off. We're gonna test the autosave function now. Okay, good to know that I need to take cover, and I need to actually be more aggressive, as actual military units are taught to be, and take down the enemy before they've really got a chance to start pouring fire on my position. Oh god, we're gonna have to listen to all of this again, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Alright, well, I'll just cut ahead to when we actually get to the action in the forest. Contact center! Let's take a knee. I'm now flanking from the west. Or the east. Ah, now that I'm not directly behind a tree, I can actually access the iron sights. Good to know. Come on. Ah, the spread on this thing is deplorable, but realistic. I don't want you to be realistic right now. I want to hit that guy. There we go. There's another one. Okay, the range at which you can engage in this game is impressive. Got him. Alright, moving up. Ooh, hello. You are out in the open. Then again, so am I. Gotta take you down first. There we go. Dropped him. I apologize if you guys couldn't even hardly see that, considering I could barely see it, and I've got this full screened at 1080p.
What the literal fuck? Are you kidding me?
I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
Yeah, I don't either.
Just stay focused, Carrie. Eyes open.
Open, sir.
Okay. We just had a run-in with Greenback forces in the forest to your south. Over.
Okay.
Okay, do you read? Over.
Uh-oh. Camp.
Okay, to Broadway. We're under heavy assault. Send backup. Over.
Uh-oh. Bad times.
Broadway to all NATO forces on Stratton. Code Foxtrot. Code Foxtrot.
What does that mean?
Forces have overwhelmed the airfield and air station Mike 2-6. We're pulling back. Try again.
Not good.
Fuck! What do we do, sir?
Stay focused.
We run.
Point X-ray's just over the hill. Our best bet is to argue with them and take it from there.
Alright. That's actually rather sensible. Let's do that. Fatigue. Uh-oh. That means I've been sprinting too much. Not great. Wow. Is my vision actually getting a little bit blurry because I've been sprinting too much? I think it is. Like, the edges are getting cloudy. That's a nice touch. It's getting blurry, too. Wow, that's intense. That's a nice little attention to detail. I'm also slowing down, and I can hear the character straining.
It's taking a beating.
Oh. Oh my. That's probably not good.
Better luck. Move it.
Yeah. Let's hope. Alright then. Well, let's move on out. So far I'm liking this. I may try to get through this first chapter of this during the free weekend, which, my god, is going to be a hell of an undertaking considering I'm also still working... Uh-oh! I'm also still working on WildStar right now, so I'm going to be recording a hell of a lot of material over the next day or so. That hurts. Ow. Alright, I don't know. Should I focus on targets that I've actually got line of sight on, or should I completely focus my attention upon, like, the designated targets so that it'll move on? I don't know yet. I don't know how railroaded this game is versus how realistic it really is just yet. Like, obviously it's ballistics and basic gameplay functionality in terms of, like, fatigue and everything is incredibly realistic. Oh god, I'm back here! Oh, okay, this checkpoint system needs work. I recognize that part of this is just I suck at this game because I'm new to it. I know that. I get that. But... oh, okay. That's like 15 minutes worth of stuff. So, I'm actually going to... okay, shut up. All of you. Quiet now. This is adult time. I'm actually going to leave this episode here because I've probably gone well over time at this point. I didn't have a timer for this episode, but this has been my first 15 of ARMA 3, you guys. Like I mentioned, I will probably try to do some more of this because I kind of like the narrative here. It's rather well done. It actually does remind me of a better version of Operation Flashpoint, which, as I mentioned in the previous episode, I understand that the original game, Operation Flashpoint, morphed and was renamed into later ARMA, and that became, I believe, Cold War Assaults. So I don't know what relationship there is between the Operation Flashpoint series, which I'm not terribly fond of, and this. So if any of you guys know, do please enlighten me, because it's making me quite curious right now, because this seems to be the fixed version of Operation Flashpoint. So the realism is definitely impressing me. The sound design is great. The voice acting, not outstanding, but pretty good. The writing is definitely much, much more on point than the old school ARMA game that I played. And the environments and the visuals are, it should go without saying, outstanding. I mean, these look absolutely just brilliantly beautiful. I'm like stumbling over words. Part of it is because I'm tired and not feeling well, and part of it too is because I'm trying to really articulate how impressed I am with how good this looks, because I understand this game has actually been out for a little while now. I'm not entirely sure just how long. I believe it's well over a year. I could be mistaken there. I believe it is over a year old, however. So to look this good and to tax my computer as much as it is, and to force me to turn down settings, not to sound like PC Master Race elitist or anything, but I recognize I've got a really good rig, and to have to not run this game at full settings, it's like, wow, this actually really does support a great deal of visual fidelity, and that's really cool. This is definitely pushing even a dedicated gaming rig to its limits and forcing me to make concessions. So it's not quite up to Crysis degrees of just PC graphics card GPU abuse, but it's getting there. So that's ARMA 3, everybody. Again, you can actually give this a shot for yourself, because I'm sure I will not get all of my episodes regarding this game up within the time period of the free weekend. So if you guys want to explore more of this and then come back to my content as I get it up over the next course of the next couple of days, do please do that, because it is experiencing its free weekend right now. You can play ARMA 3 with no cost to you for, I believe, the next day or so. No, next 2 days, I believe, because the free weekend runs until Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. I think. How I remembered that, I don't know. And also remember that if you do enjoy what you see here during the free weekend, you can also pick this game up at a 40% discount. So if ever there was a time to buy this game, now's the time to do it. I wish I could, because I'm actually really enjoying this, but again, as I've mentioned before, I'm working with very, very limited funds right now, so picking up excess games that don't cost like $1, unfortunately, is beyond me. I am dirt poor. But that's ARMA 3, everybody. That's my first 15 for this game. I am Mr. Black here at Last Level Press, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, yeah.
You think you can just throw us in the goddamn ditch?